Hello everyone, I'm back today with my friend Susanna and we are going to be working with our newest Paper Person kit. These are the February kits and they include a new product, which is this beautiful washi tape. You get 2 rolls in the kit and it's lovely washi. So the inspiration for my project today was that 3x4 card right there. There's one in this kit that's for January and one that's for February, and I love them, and I hope that they go ahead and put them in all the kits throughout the month. So I'm going to use those 2 3x4 journaling cards, and then I am just flipping through the kit, and I'll leave this part in the video because that way you can see everything that's in the February Paper Person kit, all the beautiful papers. I'm going to go with this kind of green and aqua, and I'm going to keep the orangey and yellow papers for another project, another day. So these are the basic papers I am going to go with. I'm also going to flip through the die cuts here and grab a couple that are in my preferred color scheme. And I'm not going to use them all. I'm also looking at what they say. Some of them won't be appropriate. So the journaling card that I'm using is almost like a highlight card. So it talks about January. How was your month? How did it go? And while I initially had thought that I was just going to do another 4th Traveler's Notebook spread, I'm trying to keep my Traveler's Notebook spreads to 4 for each month. That is just a better kind of way for me to think about it. And that way I don't get so far behind in my journaling projects for the year. So initially I was going to use my coffee How to Kill a Kit with Style from last month, and I was going to go ahead and do the 4th spread for January. But when I saw that card, I was like, oh, those are nice. And there's one there for February. I'm hoping there's one there coming for March and April and throughout the year. And I'm like, yay, that would be awesome. So, and it makes journaling in my Traveler's Notebook spreads really easy. As many of you know, I do a lot of, or I try to do, I'm kind of drawn to doing a lot of journaling in my Traveler's Notebooks. So, my idea is that we'll have like an end of month wrap up for each month in my Traveler's Notebooks, which I'm super excited about, and I think it'll be really fun to do. So I chose my 6 photos that really kind of wrapped up the month of February, January, we're still in February, wrapped up how February was overall, the highlights, the lowlights, everything in between, like what kind of were the things that really happened throughout January. So I have my 6 photos there I want to use. I really want to use this lovely pattern paper, but I also know that it's not long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip and I'm going to cut it in half. So each of these is 4 by 1 inch. I've already laid down a strip of that pretty green washi, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take that 1-inch strip. I'm going to put one so that it goes up to the top, and then I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to put it so it goes down to the bottom, and then in between I can then put my journal card, which is going to work out really well. So now I'm going to take a break from creating and I'm going to go ahead and get all my writing done for this spread. So I checked all the boxes, and then in the middle portion, I just did almost like bullet points that kind of went through the highlights of the month and went with each of my photos. I'm going to go ahead and back my journaling card with just a bit of pattern paper just to break up the white on white kind of look, because the Traveler's Notebook that I'm working in right now, the pages are they're a little on the cream side, which is totally fine. I have no problem with that. But I didn't like the cream against the white of the card. So I'm just going to kind of get some color behind that journaling card. And then I'm also going to add some other bits along the top, like this pretty tag. And I'm also going to use little die cut. We're going to do some stamping. So this kit comes with a 3x4 stamp set, but it says some really good stuff on it. And I'm going to use quite a bit of this stamp set. I use quite a few of the different sentiments and things. What I'm doing now is I'm realizing that none of the sentiments I want to use are going to work on that tag because the stamps are too long. So I'm going to cut them, which you can totally do. And what that does is it's actually going to fill up that tab much better. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab some ink and my Misty. And I'm going to stamp Perfectly Imperfect onto that little tag. And then I can just clean my stamp and put it right back. And if I want to stamp again and I want it to have it be one long sentiment, I can do that too. It does not hurt your stamp to cut it to make it fit. Make your stamps work for you. So now I can just go ahead. I'm going to put that little tag up above all my journaling. And then I'm going to layer the little tag that I stamped on above that, on top of that. And then I'm going to add one little puffy heart. And then we're going to move on to the next side of my spread. So over on this side, I have 6 photos. And I'm going to go ahead. What I want to do is I want to use this 3x4 card. So the 3x4 card says more of this and less of this. And my idea is to put the more of this at the top with 2 photos that kind of represent the awesomeness, the things that I really enjoyed about the month. And then the bottom part is going to go less of this, which are the things I really did enjoy about the month of January. So things that I enjoyed. I discovered the show Suits. I know I'm late to the party on this. I never watched it. I'm not sure. I've had it kind of like on the to be watched list for a while. I went ahead and just kind of started it one night, and that was it. I was obsessed. And now I have just been like binging it and blowing through all the seasons. I think I'm on season 7 now. And it's pretty much, well, not the only thing I've been watching. I've been watching 2 other things as well, but I discovered it. January was also the month when I started my ancestry journey and creating my family tree and all that kind of stuff. So for the more of this side of this spread, I have the suits and I have the ancestry little logo for the app. In the middle, I have Fitz all curled up on a blanket directly in front of the space heater in my scrapbook room because it was cold in January and we spent lots of time in the scrapbook room when the space heater is, and he hogged up as much of the space heater as he possibly could. The other photo is from some gifts that I gave to some friends. And then the bottom, the less of this, is a photo of me getting blood work because I didn't have the best January in terms of health problems and concerns. And then on top of that, also my whole family got a cold. We all got a cold. A terrible, awful, hideous, no good, very bad cold. And then we followed that up in February with stomach bugs. But anyway, so the bottom where it says less of this is a photo of me getting blood work and a photo of my box of tissues because that just pretty much summed up the month of January. And now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut up some more stamps and I'm going to do a little bit of stamping under and around my photographs, stamping things like snapshots, reality captured. I'm going to use this little circle stamp with the camera and one of the sayings that says a moment to remember. I am doing all of this stamping with Catherine Pooler's spruce ink. I really, really thought that this color contrasted nicely. You can read everything nice and easily, and it went with the dark green tones that were in this kit. So it was a good match to my kit. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of pick my stamps. You can see that I am kind of free ranging this because I didn't want to do pattern paper on this spread. The paper that my traveler's notebook is made out of is perfectly fine, and I can go ahead and stamp on it. Turns out beautifully, no problem. And added bonus, if I can do this a couple of times or throughout the notebook a little bit more, then my notebook isn't as chunky monkey when I finish it, which is always a good thing. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I want to add to this, any other stamp I want to add to this spread, and there isn't. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple more of the puffy hearts. I have the one puffy heart on the right side, so adding 2 more areas with a puffy heart on the left side will give me a nice visual triangle that spans both sides of my spread. Be sure to head over and check out my good friend Susanna's project using this exact same kit today. I am sure she will have some amazing tricks and tips to share with you as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.